19 youth at Kotobabe Spintex over a demolition exercise which leaves one person dead.
Also this evening, mandatory COVID-19 vaccination for public sector and health service workers, security personnel and commercial drivers.
In business news tonight, Telecommunications Chamber cautions government against electronic transaction levy implementation as it could erode gains made in the industry.
On the international front, EU reveals details of 300 billion euro global investment plan described as a true alternative to China's Belt and Road strategy. We're live on TV3 Ghana on Facebook, DSTV channel 279, all across the world on 3news.com. Let's get into it now. As a motion filed by the minority to overturn Tuesday's approval of the 2022 budget statement failed following a decision by the First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Owusu, to uphold the decision taken without the minority. Minority leader Haruna Iddrisu argued that the approval was illegal because the vote was taken by 137 majority members, excluding the First Deputy Speaker.
Yesterday, as is reported by the votes and proceedings, which has just been adopted by you, I'm begging to move, with your indulgence, that the decision which was taken yesterday in adopting purportedly a budget statement subject to concessions in that statement was unconstitutional, in betrayal of our rules and standing orders. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm moving a motion for rescission. That decision is illegal. That decision is unconstitutional. Just as 137 cannot take a decision, the same 137 cannot take a decision.
Hold on. Yes, Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, my colleague, the minority leader, is coming under Order 51. Any member may, with the prior approval of Mr. Speaker, move a motion on a specific matter of urgent public importance. Mr. Speaker, my colleague, in reading that order, conveniently omitted the prior approval of Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, he read the order under which he is coming and omitted that phrase. Mr. Speaker, I'm raising a preliminary issue, and that has to do with whether or not he has sought your prior approval. That's right. Mr. Speaker, that is what I want to know. Yesterday, I heard you rely on the same order 50, 1 and 2. I will rely on the same standing order 51 and 2. And Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this August House could not proceed in adopting a motion in the matter of budget statement and oversight with unaccompanied and unknown concessions, only known in the imagination and thinking of a Minister of Finance.
Still on the budget 2022, First Deputy Speaker Joseph Owusu insists its approval is within legal remits and proceeded to deny the motion of rescission.
When members argue that except otherwise provided in the Constitution, it is clear that it is provided for in Article 2912, where it is required that a decision be made by 2/3 2/3 of members. It doesn't mean that we should go to the quorum for. So, honorable members, let me put on record that I am a member of parliament. I was counted to make the quorum, and I
suspended in this house. What are you doing? You don't rule on it. We have to take a decision.
I did not vote while therefore the application.
He cannot rule. He cannot rule on a motion. That is before the house. No. How can he rule on a motion? He cannot rule on the motion before the house. How can he rule? So as the standing order.
Honourable members, sitting is suspended for 1 hour.
Well, remember, this is the first time they were meeting together as majority-minority in the House since Friday. All of this that has been happening, this drama. But the Member of Parliament for Dom Kwabenya, Sarah Adwoa Safo, has also dismissed allegations that she was not present in Parliament for Tuesday's vote on the 2022 budget. It follows suspicion that a different person took the seat of the Dom Kwabenya Member of Parliament, and the minority says it will investigate this matter.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, this is a house of record, and as the former deputy majority leader of this house, I was present in this house yesterday. Mr. Speaker,
You are not here.
and to state categorically that I cannot force Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa, who is my friend on the other side, to dress the way I want him to dress. And that is an insult on womanhood. And so those making that noise, Mr. Speaker, should withdraw. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Meanwhile, the Member of Parliament for Sherman, Ernest Nodbe, has justified snatching the Speaker's seat after the first Deputy Speaker dismissed a motion filed by the Minority Leader to set aside the approval of the budget. And controversy rocked the House after Jose Owusu dismissed the application, which should have attracted a decision of the House rather than from the Speaker. And Ernest Nodbe spoke exclusively to Komla Kluchi.
Why did you decide to snatch the seat of the Speaker?
I didn't snatch the seat of the Speaker.
What did you do?
Well, I was preserving the seat for Speaker.
Is it part of your parliamentary duties to preserve his seat?
Well, it's not my duty. But when a Speaker rules that he's not a Speaker, then the Speaker will have to come and sit on the seat and take decision on that. Do you understand? So the fact of the matter is, a motion was tabled. Yes, Speaker might have said that he was not giving prior notice, but the motion was tabled and was seconded. Debates from both sides came on that on this motion. Now, per our rules, you need to put the question. You didn't put the question. He, the Speaker, cannot unilaterally take decision on a motion. It is the House that must take decision on a motion.
But are you aware that going to touch the seat of the Speaker, for want of a better word, is a sacrilege?
Well, you are saying it. I didn't do that. Speaker was not on the seat when I touched it.
You touched it.
So many people touch the Speaker's
Were you supposed to touch it?
seat. So many people, yeah, I can touch it. Well, after touching Speaker's seat, what happens? The clerks, everybody touches the Speaker's seat. I mean, it's just a normal thing.
Your action attracted the marshals, and that is the concern. Why did you have to touch it?
The marshals were already there. The marshals were there before anybody could touch anything. The marshals surrounded the maze, they surrounded the seat. I mean, there was nothing like anybody carrying the speaker's seat outside the chamber. No, that was not the impression, or that should not be the impression created. We recognize him as one of us, Honorable Member Joe Osei-Wusu, MP for Bekwai.
Finally, you don't regret going to snatch the speaker's seat?
I will not answer to that. Thank you.
Well, this has generated a lot of reaction, especially on social media, from our viewers as well, about the drama we've seen over the period and how the Ghanaian benefits from all of this.
And one person did say, this is not what we voted for.
Absolutely. But stay with us in our subsequent bullets. It's going to be a lot more on the happenings in Parliament today, and especially because the minority has served notice that this is not the end of the matter. So we're going to be seeing a lot more in the coming days. But away from this, one person has been confirmed dead and another in critical condition over the reclamation of the Kotobabi market land by the Tema West Municipal Assembly. Squatters in the slum, described by the police as a den of criminal activity, resisted attempts to winning reports.
Originally, this parcel of land was earmarked for the construction of a market, but that didn't come into fruition. So it became a settlement for squatters. And according to the MC, Anna Adekwe Ado, it was a haven for, all sort of nefarious activities, commercial sex activities, among others. So on the 25th of October, it gathered fire. And so it was good reason for them to reclaim. And that resulted in the shooting of 2 persons. And it can be confirmed that 1 is dead.
1 person is dead. The name is Bob. He's from Kpando, Volta region. That guy particularly died, was trying to separate the guys and then the police. Then they shoot him on his tummy.
More than 30 suspects were rounded up by the police and have been taken to the Accra Regional Police Headquarters.
All the people on it are illegal squatters, and it's a den of criminal activity. They deal in drugs and prostitution. So the assembly said, okay, they will take over the land. Ghana Police Service supported them to clear off the structures.
According to the MC for the Tema West Municipal Assembly, Anna Adekwe Ado, would have been used for one of government's projects, that's Agenda 111. But it's too small for that. But once it has been reclaimed, it will be put to good use. As you see right behind me, the land will be grazed to be used for the intended purposes by the Assembly. George Quinn in TV3 News, Kotobabi, Accra.
Meanwhile, the Accra Region Police Command has confirmed the death of one of the 2 squatters shot amid the scuffle. According to the Regional Police Commander, DCOP Idi Seidu, the other is receiving treatment at the police hospital.
They restrain themselves because we are professionals. But along the line, one of them, daring enough, took a machete and was coming to slash one of the officers. It was at that point that enough was enough. The police, in this attempt to mobilize themselves and pick him, they picked the 2 of them and ran to one of the hospitals nearby. But the police went and rescued the 2 of them, took them to the police hospital. One of them, unfortunately, in the course of treatment, passed, but the other guy is being treated at the police hospital. While the police was concentrating here, they passed at the back and went to the divisional headquarters and started attacking the place. So it was at that point that the divisional command got wind of that and called for reinforcement.
Let's now focus on health, and the Ghana Health Service has been addressing issues on COVID-19, and today it did pop up that Ghana has detected its first case of the Omicron virus. USA has also detected its first case. Nigeria has also detected its first case of Omicron virus, and what the Ghana Health Service intends to do to deal with this is to compulsorily vaccinate all public sector workers, including healthcare workers in the country. Also, there will be no entry for unvaccinated persons to some public places from January 2022. Meanwhile, the Ghana Health Service also intends to increase surveillance across the country to deal with the virus, and as well as strengthening existing safety protocols at the Kotoka International Airport. So Ghana has detected its first case of the Omicron virus, and the Director General of the Ghana Health Service has been addressing the media. Let's listen to Dr. Patrick Kumabwaji.
Also done through our sequencing of the community samples at random. So far, what we have done with support from Noguchi has not yielded that anybody within the samples taken from in-country are so far tested positive for the variant there. But the most important thing about the variant is the fact that it's detectable and that the protocols of mask wearing, social distancing, and hand washing still works, and the vaccine. So far, we don't have anybody who is sick, and most of the people who are detained are healthy and they are not sick. And so, apart from preventing the transmission, the chance that the virus will mutate is very, very limited. We continue doing the sequencing. As soon as you see one or two, you need to announce. So I don't want to give you a figure and it will be tomorrow differently. But the most important thing, we've identified the variant.
Well, so when this the new variant, Omicron, was detected, it was a matter of when it will be detected, not if it will be detected in this country. But the good thing is the genomic sequencing has revealed what's going on.
And countries the world over are trying to come up with measures to curb this. And just before I went to do the touchscreen, the USA just detected a case of Omicron.
Certainly, for as long as there's movement of persons across the globe. But let's stay on this. The Health Minister, Kwekwagyama Menu, announced the mandatory COVID-19 vaccination for public sector workers, health service workers, security personnel, and commercial drivers.
And the authority that has been bestowed on us by the Public Health Act and its emergencies clauses. We are declaring the following persons to be vaccinated before early January. The specific date will be announced later. All health workers, all security personnel, all staff and students in secondary and tertiary institutions aged 15 and above, all workers in all government institutions, including parastatals, and all commercial drivers. When I say commercial drivers, not only the long buses, long-haul drivers, including Trotro and Uber, and all types of people who drive people around to collect monies from them, including Okada. We will have a way of inspecting certificates before we allow you to do your trade. We are giving ourselves December. That is why we are scaling up our advocacy for vaccinations. We have distributed vaccines across the country. Every district health management team has got a refrigerator, storage for vaccines. We have teams across everywhere in this country, such that you can't come and tell us that we don't have vaccines, so your mandate will not work. We have the vaccines, and want to make sure that our mandates will work.
There have been mixed reactions by some commercial drivers at the Circle New Plant Station following that directive by the Ghana Health Service to conduct compulsory COVID vaccination for transport operators. My colleague Judith Awotri Tando has been interacting with some drivers at the station and comes through with this report.
Yet another month set aside for the continuation of the vaccination process here in Accra. While this time the Ghana Health Service says it will be conducting compulsory vaccination among health service workers as well as commercial drivers and others. While I'm here at the Circle New Plant Station, this area is almost always filled with people, making it an easy spot for the spread of the virus. Now, with many citizens harboring the notion that compulsory vaccination is not the way to go, the question remains, are drivers willing to take the vaccination or not?
No, I want to be sure that vaccine doesn't stop the virus from spreading. No. It shouldn't be compulsory because there is no guarantee. You know, if they're going to assure me of my safety, then they can make it compulsory. Are they going to tell us if we take the vaccine and we get some kind of, health challenges or something, are they going to pay us something? Are they going to have some compensation for us? So why are you forcing us on people? Why are you forcing this? I don't think the vaccine stops the virus from spreading. Because if you take the vaccine, according to them, you will definitely, get a virus.
Someone say compulsory there, yeah. Because I can't say at times, it's
good they made it compulsory. We don't know where the people who board our buses come from, so it's good it's compulsory. I'm scared to take the vaccine. Others have taken it, but I am scared.
My name is Judith Awatre Tando, TV3 News, Circle Newplan Station, Accra.
It's clear that vaccine hesitancy is still in the system, and that's a real concern for the Ghana Health Service. But a Kaneshie District Court has withdrawn the bench warrant issued against Madina MP Francis Xavier Sosu. Well, the court made the decision after Francis Xavier Sosu appeared in court, led by his lawyer. The court had issued this bench warrant, if you recall, on Tuesday, after the Madina MP was absent from the court in a case filed against him by the Ghana Police Service. The charges related to the burning of ties and destruction of property during a demonstration he led in the Madina constituency on 25th October.
In more news tonight, the Minister for the Interior has, on the advice of the Upper East Regional Security Council and by executive instruments, reviewed the curfew on Boku Municipality and its environs in the Upper East region. The curfew period will now be observed between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. effective Wednesday, December 1.
The review of the curfew has been as a result of improvement in the security situation in the communities concerned. Government called on the chiefs, elders, opinion leaders, youth and people of the area to exercise restraint in the face of the challenges confronting them, as well as to use non-violent means to channel their energies into ensuring peace. Meanwhile, there is a total ban on all persons in the aforementioned communities and their environs from carrying arms, ammunition or any offensive weapons, and any persons found with any arms or ammunition will be arrested and prosecuted. Some residents have meanwhile been reacting to the news about the government's directive.
Our food that we are cooking here, in fact, most of the time it will left because the curfew hours was too short to the extent that people will rush back home and our food will not finish. But now we know that because of the extension, people will now wait and buy food and send it to their home.
People who are having cases and they have to travel all the way to Boku here, by the time they get to court and you have to sit and do a lot of processes. As an accused person or a litigant, you have no right to also absent yourself from court. So I know with the extension from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, it will help to speed judicial activities in Boku.
Me, I'm a lotto seller and I come from Benduri. And now I'm very happy how they increased the curfew. So business will go further.
Now that they have extended to 6, we are happy. But we are just still pleading on them that they should just lift it. There's nothing going on here. We are okay. We are peaceful people.
And Railways Minister John Peter Amewu says the price tag of $12 billion and a projected construction period of 3 years for a SkyTrain is not feasible within government's current fiscal space. At a media briefing here at Accra, the sector minister gave an update on government's railways development projects.
Railways Minister John Peter Amewu on November 24 stated categorically that a SkyTrain project in Ghana is not possible. But at his briefing, he explained his earlier stance, indicating that no contract was signed. The project is still on the table, but dependent on the capacity of government's fiscal space to absorb more debt.
Of the SkyTrain, if had to be done today, is about $12 billion.
I'm told that the cost per kilometer is in the range of $11 to $12 million. And so if you consider the period for 3 years, it's not possible. Sometimes we need to be very honest and very objective. And that is why I said for the period 3 years, it's not possible. I'm not on record to have said that SkyTrain, it's not possible in Ghana. It can be done in Ghana. Government's ability to absorb debt in funding a project of $12 billion, it's not possible within the next 3 years.
He further gave an update on progress made on 3 of the 6 rail line projects on the master plan, including the Manso-Huni Valley stretch on the Western Line.
The construction of the 22 kilometers Kojo-Krom to Manso section of the Western Line is currently 72% complete. The development of the new standard gauge Western Line is expected to continue from Manso to Huni Valley. Development of a new standard gauge line from Accra to Achimota through Kotoku. The development of Tema to Mpakanda section on standard gauge, the project currently is about 90% completed.
Besides the refurbishment of the narrow gauge old rail from Accra through Tema to Nsawam and Sekondi Takoradi through Kojo-Krom to Takwa stretches, 6 new standard gauge lines, the Central Spine, Trans-ECOWAS, Central, Eastern, Western, and the Ghana-Burkina Faso railway interconnectivity are at various stages of completion to facilitate haulage of bulk commodities and passenger commuter services across Ghana.
In other news, the Chief Executive of Holy Trinity Spa and Health Farm, Dr. Felix Anyah, has presented wheelchairs, walking sticks and cash to 400 vulnerable persons in and around Sogakope to mark his birthday.
Dr. Felix Anyah marked his birthday on November 29. The items included 100 wheelchairs, 100 white canes for the visually impaired, in addition to cash.
God has done something for people like us who came from nowhere. So if I have to do something, I want to do something to God that costs me something. My purpose is not to be rich. My purpose in medicine is to make sure that I become a vessel for somebody to be happy, to get his health. And whatever I should do, I should research to do that. And that's what I did here. You may call it charity, but I'm done solving what the WHO is calling as health.
He noted his health facilities would continue to provide solutions to the health needs of the public.
We have everything and more than what you see in the normal hospital. But we don't make people see that they've come to a hospital. So people come and they are going having their conference. We do a total check. So they are taken through one, understanding that you have a problem and how you can appreciate your problem and how you can deal with your problem, usually with drugs or no drugs.
He received the most respected CEO in both healthcare and wellness categories at the 2021 Ghana Most Respected CEOs Awards and Standout Health Center in Patient Care Delivery of the Year Awards at the West Africa Clinical Alliance Awards. Dr. Anyah is a health columnist, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, member of the Ghana Medical and Dental Council, pioneer in integrative health medicine, as well as health and medical tourism in Ghana. Dr. Anyah has played towering roles in public sector management and administration in Ghana.
It's live here on News 360. We're live on TV3 Ghana on Facebook, DSTV channel 279, all across the world on 3news.com.
We have business news coming up shortly with Della Michelle.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkit Toothpaste. Wow. I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger. Chicky chicky whiter. Chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Calkids. Happy smile.
Top of your game with Visa. Pay with Visa and win a 2-night staycation for 2 at a luxury hotel. AFCON is proudly brought to you by Visa.
Can you picture? John, I don't know. Is that not your wife?
Every time your children are falling sick, you don't have money.
Stop, everyone! Baby. What's the TV for tonight? You know I like that sweet-scented insecticide spray. Let's be on the porch. Now do we have pretty living room for bedroom? What do you hear? Me love you, me baby. Of course, I take very good care of my wife and children, so I always win. If you want to protect your family against mosquitoes, there's still this sweet-scented perfume coil now. I repel mosquitoes. I know my mom will say baby. And the spray, also sweet-scented. It kills all crawling and flying insects. Heaven insecticide. Oh, sharp no. Prevention is always better than Maunsanka or Heaven insecticide spray. And in the coil, if you say Heaven dear.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Interview Zuzum right here in my house. Hey!
Look up there. Why are you using inferior pen?
It was a mistake. I no check.
Acrobat, I'm going to knock you out.
I know, sir.
You deserve quality.
Don't make mistakes. Stop!
You did the right thing.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any painting be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
Glovo is the app that brings you anything you want, like a good burger and ending the day in a big way, or what you need from the supermarket right away. Order a Glovo and we'll deliver.
Get digi with it. Get digi with it. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. CBG Mobile, USSD, Young Co. Star 924 hash. Bank the go. Smartphone no, young phone no. Ever fire money transfer. For 3 water bill, for 3 light bill. Factor credit. Star 924 hash. You deserve it. Let's go. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash. Get digi with it. Star 924 hash.
CBG is empowering you to get digi with CBG Mobile. Simply dial star 924 hash and get digi with it.
CBG, we stand with you.
I love football. Football can be a dirty game, on or off the pitch. Even when I'm trying to score at a party, stains find a way of tracking me down. But I don't worry at all, because I have Cleansoft. Use new Cleansoft 360 Deep Clean, a unique formula with active ingredients and enzymes that gets rid of all stubborn stains and leaves your clothes smelling wonderful.
Cleansoft, my favorite.
Cleansoft 360 Deep Clean, clean all.
Hey Charlie, what number? The malaria really knocked you down, eh? Charlie, no joke. Fever, headache, vomiting, loss of appetite. I couldn't even eat my usual fufu. You and your fufu. But I hope you got tested before the malaria treatment. Yes, I did. And thanks to Malatu, I kicked out malaria one time.
When malaria strikes, take Malatu, containing Artemether and Lumefantrine. Comes in tablets and suspension for effective treatment of malaria.
Great to have you back. Thank you. No problem.
Malatu is suitable for adults and children. Manufactured and distributed by NS Chemist Limited. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
The business segment is brought to you by MTN, Roma Insecticide Spray and Coil, Universal Merchant Bank,
Lufat.
Hello there, good evening. It's now time to bring you the latest in the world of business. My name is Della Michelle. The Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications has cautioned government to tread cautiously in implementing the electronic transaction levy. CEO of the chamber, Dr. Ken Ashigbe, tells TV3 rushing the process could erode the gains made in the industry.
It's progress. So that's the beginning of what we are hoping, because there's been a lot of engagement between industry and the Ministry of Finance, Bank of Ghana, Ministry of Communication, after the policy was announced in Parliament. And we actually have even submitted papers, to that effect. And we're even in the process of also going to send a paper again to Parliament now that it's going to be considered. So we hope that, we can do this because we are not oblivious to the fact that governments need revenue, and one of the sources of revenue is taxation. But we need to be able to do it without, any of the unintended consequences of reversing our digitalization quest, our financial inclusion. Government, it's in the same policy statement, talks about job creation, about entrepreneurship. We need to ensure that we can do all of this without necessarily reversing the enviable gains that Ghana has made so far as digital financial services are concerned.
Let's bring you more business stories. The countdown for the festive season has begun and many businesses are already fully stocked and ready to serve clients. But how prepared are you, and what is your budget this Christmas?
Although not too evident outside town, for most businesses, the Christmas feeling is already in the air, and this is enough evidence for you. What are the plans for Christmas and how are preparations going for you in your pocket as well as businesses around? This Christmas could be busy for most shoppers as they try to check up everything on their wish list. At Orca Decor and other shopping malls on the Spintex Road, the setting up of Christmas trees, window shopping, and a number of purchase goods, it is obvious the mood for most vendors and shoppers is set. Although most people are going about buying the usual everyday stuff they need for their homes as well as their offices and everyday upkeep, it is evident that most people are anticipating to have fun this Christmas. For some, there is a budget. Others, budget or no budget, Christmas must still happen.
Let's look at 3,000 because that includes the trees, the decoration, their gift, and the way the budget is going, I don't think you can get anything cheap.
It depends. I have a red concept and then champagne as well. That's why I'm going for this one. I'm always over budget. Always and always. I have to eat into other things.
Business owners have crossed their fingers for a bumper trade, discounts, and some freebies too are on offering.
Special hampers for executives, for corporates, or you can just come in, pick what you need, and then we customize your hamper here.
We prep in advance, so from October we have our Christmas decor stock already displayed in our shops. Any budget you have as a client, you will find something definitely, from a Christmas bauble to a plate to anything that will make Christmas fulfilling for you.
The reason for the season is different for everyone.
Yeah, we have a tree at home, so we are just buying extra things to decorate with. I haven't thought about the shopping yet, but I'm sure I'll be doing the shopping as early as possible to avoid traffic.
You can get from 40 cedis with this tiny one, I'm sure it's the smallest here, to the biggest if you want. But, well, it's evident that Christmas is in the air. For consumers, some are yet to catch the fever, others are already in the mood. What is up with you this Christmas? Let the countdown begin. Nana Ekia Mensah Brampa, TV3 News, Accra.
Indeed, let the countdown begin. What is your budget for this Christmas? The business news will be focusing more on Christmas businesses as we really put it together the countdown. But let's move away from that to bring you more stories. 200 Momo merchants and agents from the Central, Western and Western North regions have been presented with prizes at the annual Momo Awards. Lechu Lawson of Lawson Ventures in Kaswa received the ultimate prize of a brand new Nissan SUV.
The annual award celebrates merchants and agents who continue to deepen financial inclusion and also push the company's dream of a cashlight society. The winners were presented with motorcycles, television sets, laptops, cash prizes, among others, while the overall winner, Lawson Lechu, received a brand new Nissan SUV.
I hope I should get it, but I'm not expecting it this year. I work hard for it, so I deserve it. It will motivate me more, and I will do more than ever.
The Chief Executive Officer of Mobile Money Limited, Elihini, admonished clients not to panic following the proposed 1.75% levy on Momo transactions.
These are opportunities for engagement, opportunities to discuss the future of the business. So agents should not panic. I'm sure at the end of the day, the interventions that will be needed to support their continuous operation would be put in place.
He warned agents who do not comply with the company's operational regulations and engage in various forms of fraud will be blacklisted and prosecuted.
Those agents have been picked up and we've taken action. We've blacklisted them to make sure that we take the bad notes out of the system and our customers can transact in comfort. Help us weed out the bad notes by giving us information that will help us pick up these bad notes and make sure that the service is free of such behaviors.
MTN Mobile Money is currently running several initiatives aimed at enhancing the use of mobile money.
And that's all the business news we have for you this evening. The small business news available on 3news.com. My name is Della Michelle. The sports news after the break. Stay with us.
In a world where you can be anything, who will you become? When you can go anywhere and never be alone, how far will you go? When your voice can reach every ear in the world, who will you inspire? When your money can travel faster and further, who will it reach? When you can tell a story in every language, which one will you tell? When you don't need permission to turn your dreams into reality, you go for it. Whatever it is, wherever it is, go. And when you think you've reached your limit, we'll keep you going. Let's go.
UMB was established in 1972 as the premier bank for the corporate and private sector in Ghana. From our very beginning, as the only Ghanaian bank serving all categories of businesses, we set a standard for excellence and innovation. Over the past 45 years, we've built a financially healthy and strong bank, demonstrated our commitment to our customers and to growing businesses, and exhibited originality and innovation at every turn. At UMB, our focus is built around people, service, products and technology. These are the key to our present success and our future triumphs. At UMB, we're poised to make a difference not only with our customers, but also in the banking industry. We invite you to share in our future. Our future starts now with you.
The show was a jar or bar anyone conquer dim.
The groom is sick.
What?
Malaria.
Malaria. Lufat. Lufat.
In Jija, woman malaria and want to them. Lufat, a malaria drop a cup.
And now you may kiss the bride.
Entrance Pharmaceuticals and Research Center. And I Lufat. Lufat. A two malaria sententem. FDA. Ashasa ejede inkratwe ajatum se eye.
Royal Aroma and Mofo Frana Banukrania Nibi to say iron, vitamin B3, B6, B9, B12, and a zinc. So, who a mono predator Saint Crana one noir, and Modian in Rono and Free. Yeah! And we drew. What the bag no cohen?
Debbie met to me, Amaso, when you got German number 4.
New Royal Aroma Fortified Rice. A yemau, and you were busia. FDA a jedi in Kratua Atum.
Day by Day exists in lotion, cream, soap, and more. Day by Day has 4 fragrance range.
But if you blue, I saw about sugar crab.
Yeah.
But your blue house, we are
minty.
Yachisa, you are damn blue biao. Not your cross them. I want you to go back your food now.
Yeah, me and baby found.
Who feel now so much wrong? Where blue was? Blue color na pa iron white. Where they say fanya wario.
Na say na me book am be painting fie nyina.
What painted that way?
Painting fie.
Oh no sufa ka down for paint. Ama o fie na dan chameleon house. E change color every season.
Enunti na Ghana for. Ahwe Ghana for ho. Aye Ghana for paint. Agatex paint. Agatex.
Paint papa. Say you blue ah, you blue. Kakra bi na o here. No dan na come on. The boss so cost cra.
And the Agatex. You pass on. Do engagement now. Let's move back. Mama Agatex. I can see you.
We dey move for bring your wife crack.
Oh, as well yes sir.
Should you rumor to me?
Tonton master. Ebe ye juma na mo. Kwese o madahati. Roma insecticide spray ada Roma. Interfere, entatia, make it ha. No way. Shemikuno. Tonton ba ko crown fanimo. Eno so a empusi. Roma insecticide spray and mosquito coil. Emma wo there we a sham. Roma
Roma and Tonton Master.
Sports segment is brought to you by
Cal Kids Toothpaste,
Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG.
Hello, good evening, and it's time for us to bring you the latest in the world of sports. With me, Theo Nyan, and Olympic champions Elaine Thompson-Herah are of Jamaica and Casting Holholm, of Norway, have been named the World Athletes of the Year, the World Athletics Awards 2021, a ceremony held virtually on Wednesday. Now, Thompson-Herah produced one of the finest sprint seasons in history this year, retaining her Olympic 100-meter and 200-meter titles in Tokyo, and adding a third gold medal in the 4x100 relay. On top of her Olympic triple, she also clocked world-leading times of 10.54 and 21.53 over 100 meters and 200 meters. All right, now Kerala United are a side capable of upsetting even the toughest teams in the Ghana Premier League. Their home form in the seasons past had been their biggest backbone. However, they have dropped points in recent home matches but seek to change that narrative. 3 Sports starts with their head coach, Bismarck Kobe-Mensah, who explains how they will affect positive changes this season. A new head coach comes in and several changes come to a football club. Bismarck Kobe-Mensah has been charismatic, to say the least, since he arrived at the Cosby Ewa Memorial Park in Enyinase. Many technical changes are being made in the team, and he is only getting started. The results have been decent, and the fans enjoying every bit of the football at the moment.
That's the first goal of the game. Karelas Yumin Mohammed breaks the deadlock.
Against Ghana Premier League leaders Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Kerala United controlled the game and created several chances, a thing Kobe Mensah says will get even more dangerous for opposition teams in weeks to come.
It's been very impressive, and looking at some of the matches I've watched and the way Kerala is playing, I think it's very encouraging. It's only that we did not start well at all, because we drew our first game and drew our second game. After that, we came to win our third game. Our fourth game, we went to Bejama and we lost in a very bad situation. And yesterday, we had a chance to beat Kotoko, the team that has, played 4 and won 4. I think that yesterday it was a very dominant display. But when you are able to dominate the game like that, then you expect to win. And the most important thing in football is to score goals, irrespective of how you play. And that is the area we also lacked yesterday. So I think overall, it's not bad. But looking at the way our team is playing, if you can find our finishing touches, the team will start doing well very soon.
All right, now with less than a year to go for the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar, FIFA on Tuesday inaugurated Al Bayat Stadium and Stadium 974 for the upcoming Mundial. Now, the new stadiums were officially launched ahead of Qatar's opening FIFA Arab Cup fixture against Bahrain, which the host won by a goal to nil. All right, so thanks for staying with us here on the sports segment, News 360. My name is Theo Yan. I'll catch you some other time.
And a dream meso, some dear was Shem. Omo, we judge a dear beer obey and not so baba hobby.
I was say, would deep run to school for Froben.
Sam, no, so
Debbie's sister. Want to mend sister?
I was say we nya kokodro wan hihye ye bia obeye ho. Impo se nipa nyina na onya adwe. Emum ade abaako a wonyina agitum ne waduane no adedede ni ni hwam papa bia awon dro wo mu.
Any fair any said your paste na pi. Na ye the fiber any vitamins aka wonti. Tasty Tom and Rich Tomato Mix mebusuani nyina aduane a edde. Esanso ma modin.
Tasty Tom and Rich Tomato Mix. Strength comes from within.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
For an exclusive fragrance experience, try Nivea Men Deep Impact Body Lotion with a long-lasting woody fragrance, deep moisture, and a fresh skin feel. Make an impact with Nivea Men Deep Impact. Nivea Men, it starts with you.
You gotta have a smile, no matter what it takes. Then you gotta take perk down, love the way it tastes. Feel the perky buzz from your toes to your face. You gotta take perk down, perky it today. Say oh, 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 oh. You gotta take perk down, perky it today. Say oh, 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 oh. You gotta take perk now, perky it today. Say oh, 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 oh. You gotta take perk now, perky it today.
Perk up anywhere, even at home, with the rich milky taste of Peck biscuits. This advert is FDA approved.
Water gives life. Water is life. Enjoy the pure, refreshing taste of Awake purified drinking water, which comes in a uniquely designed bottle with a lemon green tap. Water is your perfect way to stay hydrated. And remember, for every bottle you buy, an amount will be donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center, Ghana. Awake purified drinking water. one for life.
For bulk purchase, contact 0262 351 251.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Pepsodent Nature Essentials, charcoal, and lemon essence restores natural white teeth, herbal extract for strong teeth and healthy gums, antibacterial toothpaste that protects you and your family, because every smile matters.
Mama!
Meow.
And I can't stand it!
Just a moment. And now power, huh?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, Jack Macron no more. It's you cannot guess it there. Harry on contumre. What okuni? Tomato sauce only a baby. And a pasadine for box with salad here. Hey, you stew. And a jollofa. Never to the one. That don't know it though. Or to that. And the ball of ya. Or meant to bunny a doa. You want a pasta sauce? Check for you, sir. Oh, more tasty. And a big beans for the breakfast. Let's all salad in the mom. Oh, she. And a tuna. We can perform. Let's all salad in the oh, taste good. And a pan on dairy creamer. For box with so can see oats. Na cremitino. You want and a spaghetti. Talia Papa B. Mansunin Sikadun Ray. Nafa and a spaghetti the goo. Who and a Pataliano are ready for watching on you with you. So I am a pa, no, so good.
Dem de Ruboy FBA Ashisham Ajatu.
Entertainment news segment is brought to you by Vodafone, Awake Purified Drinking Water.
Tonight in entertainment news, the Criminal Court 1 Division of the High Court has ordered popular actress Rosamund Brown, known popularly as Ikua Pimpolo, to go and serve a remaining 82 days jail term. The court threw out an appeal filed by lawyers of the socialite on Wednesday, December 1. Today on Lifestyle Wednesday, we take you on a tour to La Digue, which is the third most populated island in Seychelles. With tourism being their main occupation, it is widely also known for tourist attractions like the Giant Rock and other tourist attractions in the region.
Sugar daddy.
La Digue is an island in Seychelles in East Africa with a population of over 3,000. It is known for its beaches like Anse-aux-Agents, dotted with granite boulders on the west coast. Nobody ever seems in a hurry on this almost murder-free island.
Welcome guys, we're in La Digue, and La Digue is one of the islands right here in Seychelles, and it is surrounded by beautiful water bodies, and also they move using bicycles. I'm seeing a lot of bicycles around, and also the golf carts and tricycles. That is what they use to commute to and fro. And also if they want to go to another island, they have the ferries and the boats that they can cruise, you know, on the water and move to wherever they want to go.
Let's tour some exciting places with my tour guide Yacint as we visit the Giant Rock, the Vanilla Plantation, the oldest cemetery of 200 years for the original vanilla farming settlers, or in La Digue.
Some are small, some are big.
Those are children's.
Oh, you said this has been here for how many years?
As more than 200 years.
More than 200 years.
International news is next.
The EU has revealed details of a $340 billion global investment plan described as a true alternative to China's Belt and Road strategy. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said the Global Gateway scheme should become a trusted brand. The EU is looking at how it can leverage billions of euros drawn from member states, financial institutions and the private sector. This will largely take the form of guarantees or loans rather than grants. China has funded rail, roads and ports, but has been accused of leaving some countries saddled with debt. The EU Commission chief said countries need trusted partners to design projects that were sustainable.
There's more news on 3news.com. Join me and the rest of the team tomorrow morning on 3FM 92.7 from 5:55 a.m. to 10 a.m. I am Alfred Akansi.
And I am Portia Gabo. Good evening.
Se wo pese wo ku malaria yade a malaria parasite moawa no etumi no ndi akansie bia enu nti ne ehia dro bete se Luzatra ne sekan wo mu ne yemienu na etumi atu malaria moawa na se totroto Luzatra etumi ne malaria moawa ne disi ani blow by blow enu nti wo hia Luzatra kura active ingredient mienu na enu nti malaria parasite no etumi nandan ne ho se ne oyeda no for Luzatra ne you malaria yade ni furu ho ansa na obefa malaria dro bia no ema no kyerese esese okoye test na ohu se malaria moawa no wo mujam FDA ahwehwe sa adwadie nkratoi age atum se eye Luzatra kutia malaria yade blow by blow blow by blow blow by blow.
This program is rated PG. It contains scenes of brief nudity, mild violence, and strong language. Parental guidance is advised.
This program is brought to you by
Cowbell, our milk.
Yumvita, Lanti soy milk.
Man, you tried to kill him, huh? Don't forget this issue will not be over until one of you dies. You'll be strong and you'll wait.